Okay, here we are on Lakewood. So you can see the street. We are close to the college, right? But I want to give you a look down the street and kind of make your own conclusions about how many college kids are around. There is like a little horse property at the end of the street there. That's looking east toward the college. So kind of very similar style homes, right? All these kind of 1960s ranches. Your neighbors. Love these garden boxes up front. And we'll head in. Like these chain downspouts as well. Pretty cool. It's a very large tree. I'm gonna guess there's gonna need to be some work done on that in terms of cutting down some limbs. I think it's a cottonwood, and you don't want those big limbs hanging over the house. So probably something to be done there. Worth evaluating. There is a sprinkler system, kind of some drip lines going here. A little bit more complex. Looks like it kind of ties into those garden boxes out front. Okay, walking in. It's your entryway. You can see the stairs down. Bedrooms off that way. Through the living room. Kitchen and dining off here to the left. So we'll start here. It's the most redone space. Floors are site finished hardwood. It's nicely staged. New windows. Love the brick here. Kind of cool retro built-ins, but good pantry space. And around this side, we've got microwave and oven. Some new, these slow close. Let's see, they roll smoothly. They are slow close drawers. Nice little spice rack here. 5-burner gas stove with hood. Mosaic tile backsplash. And these are all soft close. As you can see, good soft close on this side. Nice big island. Opens into the living room there. Getting a little bit into the weeds too fast. Let me kind of step back. We'll give you a view through. Quartz counters. Look out the window here. Tile backsplash. Nice glass cabinets. French door refrigerator. Good cabinet space all around the island. And opens up to the living room area. So you can see some more of this storage all the way around, which actually gives you a lot more storage. Not a ton of storage in here. Pantry is nice. You've got this pantry over this way, and you've got this additional little pantry area there. And then you've got kind of the whip bar kegerator tap. So additional storage over there for some kitchen utensils, whatever you want those to be. Nice living room. Love the way this opens up. Love the brick fireplace and mantle here. Kind of the vertical paneling. Looks nice. Site finished hardwoods finished throughout. And then it opens up into the backyard here. Let's take a peek at that now. So here's your backyard. Garden area fully fenced all the way around. So privacy fence really helps, so it keeps it very private. And then you've got this kind of some funkiness going on. This cover patio is great. Love that. The cafe lights are cute. As you get over here, you can see one, you get kind of the inset covered area behind the garage. So almost a garage extension, if you will. You could even close this off up to here and have basically a shed. But then they built this large privacy wall, which is interesting. I'm not exactly sure what was going on here. They obviously had some plants hanging on here and a trellis back here. I think we can go behind it. So while we're here, let's just get into it. Love the flowers coming out on these trees. It's a little bit muddy. Okay, so they've just got some storage behind here. Really just it's to hide a bunch of storage because your neighbors have these really tall, I think those are lilacs, all the way down. So you're not seeing into your neighbors' yards at all. So it's not to block out the neighbors, which was my first suspicion. Let's just peek down this way. Yeah, you can see again the neighbors. They've got these lilacs all the way down the fence line, so you've got good privacy if you wanted to get rid of this wall for whatever reason. But it does give you a lot of extra garden storage space behind. Interesting. I'll have to ask if there's a story there, but no immediate concerns based off of what I'm seeing there. And again, you've got kind of this indentation, this covered area. So good workspace. We'll hit the garage because we're here. So 2-car garage, and it's not connected to the house directly. So that's kind of the funky piece. Got a workbench. Could fit 2 cars in here. Then they've got some good storage, but it's going to be tight from a width standpoint. But good storage in here. Is this just more storage? It is. And then to access the house, you have to go from here, just one door across to the main area. But I'm going to take us around. I like this covered area. So actually, there's a lot of good things here. A lot of things to like. You know, some easy takedowns if you don't want that privacy wall, but kind of fun if you want to put some decorations up on it. Have some window boxes in there. Looks like that's how they had it. Okay, living room. Again, just to reacquaint ourselves with the house. The layout, quartz counters like that. I like this little kind of butler, I don't know, sideboard, built-in sideboard. Not quite sure what to call this, but good overflow. And if you've got china, a good kind of built-in hutch style. This is a tap, so it's designed to have a pony keg in there. And let's see, I'm gonna go quickly this way. I'll show you the stairs, but we won't go down on, oh, there's an additional storage piece here in the kitchen. Oh, wow, quite deep, actually. So some good storage in here, and they've got rollouts so you can actually reach. That makes a lot of sense. I like the way they did that. Okay, so coming to the back door, we've got additional pantry space here, or broom closet, storage up here, and then you've got your powder bath back here. Tile floors, new windows, and that's the entryway in from the back and from the garage. And then you do have access downstairs. We will go there in just a minute, but we'll take the other stairs down. So we'll walk across. There's our entry, and the other stairs we'll take down. But first, we're going to go see the bedrooms. We've got our cloak closet right here. We've got the guest bath, which is tile over pink. That is a choice. Just kind of working it as best they can. Obviously, this is the original, and they tried to update it with some tile. They did update it, but kept the pink, which was a questionable decision, but you can reglaze. So actually this bath could be made to feel a lot more updated with a quick reglaze, I think. And slate tile surround in there. Then we've got kind of the secondary bedroom here. Small, maybe 10 by 11. And your closet is right here. Updated windows, updated light and ceiling fan. This would be the master or primary. We've got updated ceiling fan and light. Good size primary. This looks like it's built in. New windows. Yes, this is a built-in unit. Certainly if you didn't want it, wouldn't be too hard to take out. This is on top of the hardwood, it looks like. Just have to do some trim work. But I like the built-in shelves. Then this wall could easily fit a king bed with extra space to spare. You can kind of see. And they've got a little chair set up so you could have big dresser here. Gives you a lot of space. Counter height vanity in here. This has been updated. I like that with the double sinks. I'm gonna guess those are soft close drawers. Slate tile, not slate, but it is a nice, nice big tile. And they're soft close. Coming around the corner, we've got the glass enclosed shower, which is nice and deep and has a light. I should mention, you guys probably saw it's cloudy outside and it's later in the evening, so the lighting is not going to be reflective of how the house feels during the day, especially on a sunny day. You do have a good sized walk-in closet here. A lot to like there. Okay, all right, let's head down stairs. Turn up these lights as we're going, maybe, if I can find them. And all right, here's where we're at. Heading down the stairs, we're gonna take a left and kind of go back toward the bedrooms. So just trying to keep your bearings a little bit. Okay, down into the basement. I haven't turned on any lights down here. But as we come down, you can see, all right, we've got light. Kind of a little staging area or entryway here. That is a non-egress window, but does let some light in. Original window, just single pane. And coming around, I haven't been down here, we're finding this out together. So I'm gonna start this way and kind of work my way counterclockwise around. So bedroom with non-egress windows. You could potentially add egress windows. I think this is front yard here, so you could quite easily put in an egress. Quite easily is probably the wrong way, but you would have the space from a property line perspective to put in an egress window if you wanted. It does have this kind of header. I've got clearance, and as long as you're under 6'3", you're not gonna bump your head, but it is lower ceilings. This is kind of an older home with the older style basements. You can see on the walls, we've got painted paneling. So painted wood paneling out here as well. Just to call it out, we've got a half wall. Not sure what that's doing. Could be some foundation in there. We've got mechanicals in here. Let's just cruise if we can find some lights. Okay, there we go. Mechanicals. We've got, is that a 2004 water heater? Let's see. 40 gallon, looks like it was made in 04. That is surprising if it really is that. Is that lightly used? Must have been. Looks like it though. And then furnace, looks, I don't know, they note 2015. I'm not sure if that's when it was installed, but it looks like it could be a 2015. It looks newer. Nice little workbench built in here, some good storage space. Kill this light. We'll head out. And coming around basement, you can see we look that way. We've got a fireplace down here, but we've got another bedroom over here on the right. Let's check it out. Okay, not a huge bedroom, but not teeny tiny, probably maybe 11 by 11. If kind of looking at this square here, you do have a little cutout here with another egress window. Well, not true egress, but letting light. If you wanted, you could make one a true egress. From a property line standpoint, not quite sure how difficult it would be, but adding an egress window is not a cheap prospect. I would guess work off of an average of about $4,000 to put in the egress, dig it out, put in the window well, all that work. I think you're probably looking at $4,000 for one. You might get a better price on multiple if you wanted to do quite a few. All right, so nice big rec room area. Ceilings are not tall, but good space, nice and long. You could certainly do something down here. I mean, this little entryway area does back up to the mechanicals. So there might be a way to do a drain there. If you wanted to make this as like a little kitchenette area, that seems like it might actually work, assuming you have a way to tie into a drain, which I don't know. And I don't know that there's a bathroom down here either. It looks like a gas insert in that fireplace. But I like the space here. We've got, okay, well, oh, here's our bathroom. All right, so here's the easier option. So this is actually not a bathroom. Maybe a bathroom? No, okay. So we've got storage down here, drain pipes, we've got washer and dryer. We've got a chest freezer. We've got linoleum tile flooring. Some gas lines running through here. And we've got some lines over here. So kitchenette would obviously, you'd have this space to turn into kitchenette with drain and laundry room. Is there laundry upstairs? I don't remember. We'll have to go look again for it before we leave. But I think you'd have some options with the laundry being over here. Certainly water lines and drain lines would be accessible. But there's not another bathroom, is there? I didn't miss it, did I? Okay, bedroom, mechanicals, and just under stair storage. Okay, nope, no bathroom down here. Turn these off as I go. We'll go back upstairs really quickly and look for laundry, or this could just be the only laundry for the unit. Okay. Okay, so you can see as we come up, here's that back door from the garage. There's the half bath here. The living room and the dining. Saw the coat closet. Okay. The guest bath, which does not have laundry in it. And additional bedrooms and primary with no laundry. Okay, so that is the laundry for the property. For the house is that downstairs area, but probably be also the place you use to turn into a kitchenette. So I have a combo. Not often you'll see kitchen and laundry together, so that's not surprising or abnormal. But I'm just gonna kill some of these lights as we go. So anyways, it's a cool house. Obviously, you'd have to kind of figure out the kitchenette scenario downstairs, but more importantly, you'd probably want to figure out a bathroom option for down in the basement as well, because there's not a bathroom down there currently. Kitchen I really like, lays out really nice. It's really cute. Love this living room space and how it just opens to the backyard. I think that's fantastic. It is a great backyard, lots of privacy, lots of big trees, and nice and flat as well. So you've got this really great lawn to do lots of things with. 2 bedrooms upstairs, 2 bedrooms downstairs. The downstairs bedrooms are a little bit smaller. But I think if you were to add egress to one of them, that would make a big difference in how it feels. And certainly, I think you could make them larger if you wanted to push out into that main area. So, have in mind a budget that might include some basement reworking. But love what they've done on the main level, and proximity to campus, while it can be a downside if you've got rowdy students living next to you, it doesn't scream a bunch of college students living on this block, and certainly would be advantageous for other reasons. So anyways, call me with any questions, and we'll talk soon. Thanks, bye.